it is finally time for a brand new character in Go Rush World in Duel Links. It's been like 7-8 months. The last character at Malox, I believe, came out in February, so it's been a long time. Now, is Immi and Imimi worth the wait? We'll have to find out, but there's a few more things going on around her, right? First of course, is a brand new ranked reward for the month, and this one is pretty good, right? It's Freed, a classic DM card brought to Rush Duel, and of course the best deck for this is going to be Heroes, right? You can also play, I believe, in a bunch of other decks, right? It is a generic card. It is a pop for any monster with attack point higher than this one, and that's going to be every boss in the game. So if you aren't skill locked out of it, it's going to be really good. We've then got one more really big change, right? That being, we've got one more extra slot, which is not so impactful for like 9% of decks, but Metarion especially are going to really like this. I think Cyber Dragon as well can also benefit from this, and so it's a good thing. Now, I do kind of take issue with the comment there. We'll continue to add new content. So, where is our level cap increase for Go Rush World? Right, because it has been the entirety of the year without one so far. For any world, right? And usually, we get a one for the current, most recent world, right? At the start of the year, and then for an older one to 40 at the end of December. And so this year would have been Go Rush 35 at the start of the year, and then Reigns to 40 in December. And we know from the last 4 years, they pair them with events of the same kind of type, right? So if we've got a character on for Reigns World or Duelist Road, we get a cap increase. For Go Rush World, of course, it would make sense to go alongside a brand new character. So this is weird. We've not got one, and there's no Reigns event coming up this month, and so we may not get a level cap increase for any world this year. Which would really suck, and especially for Rush Duel, right? Because there's so little content there anyway, that it feels really bad to be playing with all your characters at 30. That is my opinion. So let's first of all go through the event rewards, because these are actually important for the deck, right? Of course, Race Monster is coming in the box, and it's fine, right? If there's a field spell in field, draw a card, that's guaranteed. Then if you draw a field spell, you gain 1,000, probably not going to happen, because one of the skills gives you a field spell for free, and so you're going to have it on field anyway. You're not going to run more than one copy. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. In terms of actual cards, though, we've got Nuvia, which is a mainstay staple of the deck, right? It searches out your field spell from a graveyard and gives your guys a buff. If there's 3 aquas on your field, that's kind of the main downside. The field spell isn't bad because it gives you a bit of a buff and debuffs your opponent. So you're always a 400 difference, which is pretty good, and combine it with some of the Dankitas we're getting, it's not awful, right? It's not an awful card, and I think makes sense to be the free cards, right? They're okay. In terms of level ups, we've got this one, Spirit of the Mini Harp, which annoys me because it is a card available via drops and a starter deck. And so it is just taking up a slot for no reason. And it sucks they do this with Go Rush. It's not every character, right? But it sucks they do this with Go Rush World. They did it with Sevens as well, and like, there's so many other cards you could have brought, right? It could have been anything. It could have been something that's garbage, right? But at least it would have been something new, mechanically new, or a new card, and so, you know, there's the vanillas we're not getting in the box, right? So you could have bought anything. Then at level 7 is the Tutumus Dark Witch, and this, of course, just being a decent sized body, that's okay, you're going to play it. Then at level 10 is our Cleaning Prodigy. Now this one is ironically the best one she's got, I think, because it's the only real way you're getting around those big 3,000 plus bodies, right? You've got the brand new Gradius card at 3,200, this will get over it. Gain 1,000 life, gain 1,000 attack, becomes 3,500, plus the field spell, right? This one is a really good card. I think, you know, these two, of course, going to see play. This one, I mean, I don't know all the targets, right? If the defense is that good, but, you know, you think 7's Road, right? Flip this up, that's a bunch of damage you're taking. So it's not the best card for the current ranked format, I guess, and that's kind of it, right? It's 3 copies of all those cards. It's a very boring level up review. Skill-wise, though, could be better. Let's see. First of all, of course, for new ones, is your Destiny Draw be your Cornwall Charity. Now, this won't be that great right now, I think, right? The card itself, we're getting out of the box, it's a great card for Berry Fresh, which we know we're somewhat due to get at some point because Man has lines from, and they've been called Fresh Berry now, and that was a really good deck in the OCG. So When they come, this will probably be the default skill for them, unless they do get their own skill, but it's Rush Duel, so they might not do. We'll have to wait and see, but otherwise, it's a perfectly fine skill that won't really see much play right now. We've got to get your mind right, which is going to be giving you a buff and giving you some life points. This is fine, right? I think for a PV skill, probably okay, right? Auto skill, you tap auto off. If you're going to lose a duel, then you play this, and probably the skill for that one, right? Pro skill for that one. We've got, what else is new, right? We've got Hammer Crush Deal, Sets of Ancients, Rush on Kill Prodigy, which of course giving you your boss for free, which is fine. It will help you get your missions done, that's about it. Big Moment is a fine skill we see quite often in Duel Links, right? Where if you've got the boss in the field, then you can get one of these 2 cards for free, right? Which is fine, but not that great. The best skill by far is Immi Special. You reveal one of your bosses, right? And then you can add up to 2 cards, either being Vanillas or being Nuvia or Irenopolis to your deck to your hand, then discard one, then all your 2 troops become 1, which is, you know, we're seeing with Joint Attack, right, being really good. The downside is that Imimi's cards aren't really that great, right? Overall, you haven't got the same caliber of cards as Joint Attack has, and so I don't think she's going to be like that great. Now, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe, of course, the brand new box has a bunch more toys for her, right? Being able to bounce back any monster, right? That's good, even your own. But like in terms of what's in the box, you've got this one, the Food Prodigy, which I guess is like, okay, you gain life points and then it gains attack, but like there's no built-in background removal. You are going to be relying on things like this Overrush Storm to actually be decent. So I think of all the new decks, right, from the box, right, you've got heroes, you've got, you know, support for Yumu stuff, you've got Gradius, you've got this brand new Daikito stuff. I think Daikito is the worst off, which we kind of assumed going into anyway, which is why Manny as a character is not super duper exciting. It's cool she's here, right, it's cool we're finally getting a Rush character, but I think it's not the character people were kind of expecting, and would have been first pick for when we got a Go-Rush, you know, a new character for the first one after 8-9 months. So overall, giving a letter grade, right, this definitely does like bring things down. Lack of cap increase does bring things down a bit. I think I'm going to go for like a 6 out of 10, probably, overall, which is fine, right? You know, these cards are going to see play in the deck, but will it be any good overall? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go now and open the brand new box, which you would have seen before this video anyway, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the pulls are really good. If they're not, I blame you watching. Anyway, thanks for watching. Adios.